Hello friends, welcome back. This is Tuplex. We're being attacked. What's going on? Okay, walls are starting to break down. I think we need to get that area covered by robots. I want to do something a little bit different today. First of all, I'm going to stop making level 1 productivity modules. I want to get RoboPort coverage over there so that repair robots will go and take care of that area. Actually, let's do it down here because I think we'll need the logistics coverage down here more than we'll need it up there. And I'll power it up on my way back. Will that cover it? No. Okay, yeah, then we'll put one just north of there, like that. And we may as well put one there in the middle. There we go. Yeah, and you know, surprisingly, it looks like you don't even have to power up the RoboPorts for them to be added to the network. That's interesting. Okay, well, anyway, why this one does have electricity, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, this pole doesn't have electricity. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. So as I was saying, I'd like to do something a little bit different. First, since the last episode, I was working on this smelting area, and I've got it almost finished, really. I've got 4 loading stations, which I think you saw me make. I added a few smelting lines. I even hooked up some of the belts and started working on a loading station as well. The thing is, I'm not real happy with it. I'd like to move everything, first of all, closer to the main rail line. I'd like to put the ore unloading stations closer together. I think I'm probably just going to use like 4 blue belts out of each loading station instead of 8 red belts. And I'll probably move these closer together as well. Well, maybe not. No, I left a space of 3 in between so that we could put beacons later, and I think I'll leave that. So for now, I'd like to do a couple things. Number one, you know, we're really low on resources. I did put level 1 productivity modules in all of the science pack producing machines, as well as in the labs. And I think that's helping a bit with resource consumption, making resource consumption lower, but it has slowed down the science quite a bit. And I figure, you know, if we're going to slow it down, we might as well get the full productivity bonus. Because productivity module 1 gives you minus 15% speed, and a productivity module 3 gives you minus 15% speed. So if we're going to be taking a speed penalty, I figure we might as well be getting more productivity. In that case, we would be getting plus 20% instead of plus 8% from 2 modules. So what I'm planning to do is to essentially shut down science production so that we can use our resources to make modules for a little while. And I'm going to do that with a circuit. Okay, so I'm going to first make a constant combinator. We'll put it right there, and we'll call this stop science. Oh, I'm not going to be able to fit it. All right, we'll call it stop sci, and we'll put a red signal on there. Okay. Let me get some circuits. And so what I'm going to do is basically set up some circuit control on the major inputs for each science area. And we'll basically just turn off those belts when that signal is turned on. And that's how we will control it. So I'm going to bring... We'll need to run some poles between each area. So we'll start there. And we'll use green wire for this. All right, so I'm just going to start stringing green wire to these areas. Okay, and we can start over here. And I'm going to turn off, you know, I'll say the most valuable input resource. So in the case of blue science packs, that's going to be the red circuits. Okay, so here we will enable if red is equal to 0. And we see a red light. Okay, so let's continue. Here I can just disable this one there. And again, we'll enable if red equals 0. You know, red and green science, I guess, they're not big consumers of resources anyway. But if we're going to do it, let's go all the way, right? All right. So here we'll just disable copper. Okay, and then for the gray science, I guess it would be the iron coming in for all these gears that we're using, or even the steel for the ammo. What is this? Oh, that's making the miners. Yeah, maybe I should shut the miners off. I think I'll do that because that's really what's consuming a lot of resources over here. There. Yeah, so that'll shut down pretty quick. Let's see here. And I don't really want to, I don't really want to stop science, but like I said, I want to use my resources for something else for a while. And while we're doing that, set up another pole. While we're building modules, we can work on getting some more resources flowing, and that'll help things out. Okay, so for purple science, I think we could stop the electric furnace production. Let's take a look, actually. Electric furnace takes, what is that, 20 plastic, 70 copper, 10 steel. These motors take 10 copper, they take lubricant. Yeah, it's probably the electric furnaces that are the big resource consumers over here. So we'll disable that. I mean, I guess I could do multiples. There. So that'll turn that belt off. And then over here, it's going to be the batteries and the blue circuits. Really, I want to stop blue circuits from coming down here. And I'd actually like to turn that off much sooner. Well, I'll just shut it down up there. There. Okay. And I want to do this by turning off inputs rather than outputs, because if I turn off the outputs, then I might lose whatever is currently being produced. Like if I turn off the output inserters, in other words, they could keep producing for a while. So this way they'll shut down pretty quick. Alright, so let's go check, and then I'll put a light here as an indicator. And we'll enable that with red light. Okay, so that tells us that stop psi is turned on, and then if I want to re-enable it, I just turn that combinator off, and it should start back up again. Okay, so let us make some productivity module level 3s. First of all, I want to leave some room for space science packs, but I'm not really sure what is required to produce those. Where do you get those? Let me check real quick, because honestly I haven't done any of the space science before, and I don't know if those have to be assembled or if they just come down from the rockets or what's going on there. So let me just take a quick look here. Oh, okay. So whenever you launch a rocket, you get 1,000 space science packs. Okay, so those are, so we don't need to leave any room for production of those. Okay, so we do need some level 3 assembly machines, which require speed modules, which I think we can pick up over here. Okay, and I've got a blueprint here somewhere. I don't know if I put it in here or if I need to re-import it. It's a turret blueprint. I could have sworn that I had a blueprint for modules. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me get that. Okay, I am back. I found the blueprint string. No. Okay, and I'm full. I need to get rid of some stuff here. Let's get rid of some of that solid fuel. I can get rid of that gun turret. I guess I can't delete a blank blueprint. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Anyway, import string. There we go. That's what I want to do. Okay. So this is a blueprint for level 3 modules. Actually, that might be too close. Yeah, let me make that farther away from the main bus. I got this blueprint from one of Exterminator and Madzuri's Building a Better Factory episodes. So in case you want to try it yourself, you can find it there. Yeah, first of all, I want to put this in my blueprint book. Okay. There we go. All right. And yeah, let's move this down a bit so I have plenty of room to put things down. All right, so we need more of those assemblers. So let me get some more speed modules. And really? Oh, okay. Am I one short? Yeah, I guess I'm one short. Gonna have to wait a few seconds for more of these modules to get made. There we go. We'll need to start making these automatically. Okay, well, first of all, I want to change these to productivity. Let's just make sure the recipes are the same. So it's 5 and 5, it's 4, 5 and 5, and then it's 5, 5 and 5. 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so the recipes are basically the same. So all the level 1s, we're going to change to level 1 productivity. Oops. And then the level 2s, we change to level 2 productivity. And then the 3s, of course, we change to level 3 productivity. All right. And they will be going out into a provider chest. We should put a limit on that. And we'll do, let's see, I mean, we're going to be using a boatload of these things. I'm going to say 1,000. Eventually we're going to be using tons and tons of these. Okay, so this side needs red and green circuits. And I don't have any yellow belts. All right, let me, oh yeah, I do. Here's some. All right, so we'll bring in red from one side and green to the other, and then this side gets blue and red. Okay, so the blue I can get here. Let me go ahead and request more of those yellow belts. Do we not have any? I guess we have no more yellow belts in our system. I'll have to fix that. Okay, so in the meantime, I guess I can just craft some by hand. All right. All right, and then green circuits, of course, are a huge problem for us right now. Let's see. Oh, no, that should be red. Well, actually, we only need a yellow belt coming out. There we go, and I'll put a balancer here. Okay. So this should result in us beginning to produce these modules. And actually this we can disconnect. You can tile these, obviously. That's what that's for. I'm just going to put the belts there so I remember that that's how you tile it. Okay. And then we just need to wait for some green circuits to start coming this way. All right, and the nice thing about this layout is that it's like it has perfect ratios. So the you know, the ratio of level 1s to level 2s to level 3s is perfect, so that as long as you keep feeding it enough circuits, it'll all run nonstop, and you'll have 2 of these machines making level 3 modules. All right. So we're going to let that run for a while. It does look like we're getting more green circuits now that we're not running science. Yeah, so that's good. We do need more though, so we're still going to need to work on our other factory. And actually we could upgrade this to red belts from this point, or to a red belt. I don't know. I'm thinking it might. I was thinking it might be better to have 1 red belt rather than 2 yellows, but I guess it doesn't matter right now. Once those belts are full, then that'll make a difference, but I guess until then it doesn't really matter. Now the other possibility is I could set up some green circuit assemblers over here. Why don't we try to do that, because I do seem to have lots of iron and copper. So maybe I can have some green circuit assemblers over here locally to help out. Because over here I've got full belts, I just don't have enough machines. So let's just copy. Let's copy that. I'll get rid of those splitters. We'll get rid of that. So this is iron and then copper. And let's plop it down over here on the side. All right, so that would be our output belt. No, I have a better idea. Actually, I keep forgetting I don't really need to travel to do a blueprint. I can do it remotely. Let's just copy this whole thing. Whoops. Okay. New blueprint. Right. All right, so I'll put there. Yeah, we can just put it down right here. All right, so let's extend our bus. There, okay, and then we need to bring copper down there. There we go. We actually don't need those splitters. Okay, and then we need to bring in some iron. Yep, so let's bring the iron here. Okay. output of that will come here. And I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up before the splitter. And then we'll just side load it there. Okay. Now over here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 10 of these level 1s. So every 15 seconds we need 15. No, every 15 seconds we need 50. And it's 15 divided by 1.25. So it's every 12 seconds we need 50. Times 5. So we need 250 a minute, which would be 40. No, 250 a minute divided by 60. Okay, that's like 4 per second, which we should be able to do with these machines if they were all level 3 assemblers. So let's make some more level 3 assemblers. Oh, not like that, guys. Nope. I do need to set up automatic construction of level 3 assemblers. No, no. And then I think we're still going to be starving for blue circuits, it looks like. And we should really have productivity modules in these. Maybe I should. Okay. There we go. All right, so we got plenty of green circuits over here. And perhaps I should send the extras up this way, if there are any extras. All right, I'm just going to use red belts because I don't have enough. Let's see. No, I think I have enough yellow belts. Let's do this. And that'll side load, right? Yeah, but only on one side. That's not the best way to do it. There we go. So that'll get some more green circuits. Well, at least on one side. How How many green circuits does this need anyway? 20 every 10 seconds if we're doing it right, so. Alright, so for now, I'm going to put a splitter here. What am I doing? There. So that way it'll be balanced on both sides of this line. Okay. And then the other thing that we could do is maybe we start putting the few productivity modules that we do have, maybe we put them over there. So looks like we've got 10, 20 of them so far. 15. Okay, that's not bad. So let's upgrade a few of these. Okay. Yeah, so now we've got 20% productivity instead of 8. So that ought to help quite a bit. And then all these level 1s that I've got left over, we can plop inside these level 2 machines. Are there only 4? Oh, 5. There. And they can use those up. And in fact, I think I'll take the level 1s out of all of these and take those over there too. I'll probably leave the ones in the labs for now. Okay, and I'll do that for the other ones offline. All right, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.